All content from the beginning is definitely selfish, but the audience is human, bro.
From what was said to be a secret, now it seems like a conspiracy.
But forcing the audience to watch until the end without giving a reason why, then you better repent.
Welcome back to the latest episode of Quack Talk. Well, this time we have something a little different. Usually we will immediately listen to cool tips from successful YouTubers. But this time we have a guest star who will provide a rebuttal and a different perspective. Well, this is our guest star who has a unique point of view and of course dares to be different in seeing the world of YouTube. Let's welcome Oyen. Welcome, bro. How are you? Are you ready to refute those cool theories?
Very good, bro. Happy to be here, and of course very ready to refute some things that I think are not always 100% true, because everyone has a different journey, and I don't think everything that works for one person can be applied to another.
Okay, then without further ado, let's get started. We're gonna dissect one of the YouTube videos that supposedly has 3 secrets to make viewers watch until the end. What do you think, bro?
Thank you, bro. Crazy, huh? They say there are 3 secrets to making viewers watch until the end. Until now, I still like to skip watching. So if someone says don't skip, watch until the end. In my opinion, it's like a fried rice seller who says, don't eat anywhere else first, where I want to eat is my business.
Wow, I'm just starting to mention the fried rice maker. But it's true that if you watch the video until the end, YouTube will recommend more. That's true, right?
True, if you're a robot, but the audience is human, bro. They have feelings of boredom. The algorithm is important, yes. But forcing the audience to watch until the end without giving a reason why, that's like asking someone to marry you before getting to know you.
Okay, the first secret. They say don't be selfish, you have to think about the audience. What do you think?
Wow, this is a bit crazy. All content from the beginning is definitely selfish. You make videos because you have ideas. Even thinking about the audience is part of your desire to be watched. So actually, it's not about not being selfish, but being smart in selling your ego.
So what you mean is you're still selfish but smart.
Yes, you see, I show speed. That person does absurd things, but it is precisely because he is extreme that people watch him very selfishly, but understand the stage. What is wrong is not your ego, but not understanding who your audience is. If your ego is stand-up comedy, but your audience is meditation lovers, then you better repent.
Wow, that seems like personal experience. Have you ever created unrelated content?
Bro, I once made poetry content, but the viewer asked, what time did this funny content come out? I totally failed to understand.
Okay, let's move on to the second secret. They say don't be boring, there has to be ice-breaking. Attention disruption.
That's not attention disruption, that's attention destruction. If you edit a video full of transition effects with emojis flying every 2 seconds, it's not just the audience who gets dizzy, the editor gets stressed too.
But he said it makes people think of a 5-hour trip as 5 minutes.
Well, that's when people ride the bus. If you watch a video every minute, being disturbed like being electrocuted every 60 seconds, it can be traumatic.
So what do you think so that the video's not boring?
Simple, strong story. Connected emotions. Sometimes one honest expression is more impactful than 5 flying emojis. Editing is seasoning, not rice. If the rice is stale, you add a mountain of MSG and it will still vomit.
Wow, that's quite troublesome. Okay, let's move on to the third secret. This is a bit mind-blowing. Don't finish the video so it's left hanging like a Korean drama. How is it, bro? Is this logical?
That depends, bro. If you're clever at making cliffhangers, that's fine. But if you can't write narratives and instead just say, continue in part 2, then that's not a cliffhanger. It's PHP digital.
But it keeps people coming back? Some are curious?
Curious because of curiosity is different from curious because of annoyance. If you don't give any value to part 1 and then you force people to continue to part 2, it's like giving a food teaser but eating it next week. You think people aren't hungry.
Wow, that's deep, huh? So you prefer to give it all in one video?
Not really, but give them a reason to stay. The ending can be suspended as long as during the video, you give them small plates that make them a little full. Don't just give them wraps.
Wow, crazy. From what was said to be a secret, now it seems like a conspiracy. So what's the conclusion? Bro, viewers can watch until the end.
It's because they want to, not because you told them to. Make them care, not just manipulate the algorithm. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is not about AI, but about HI, human interest.
Wow, take note of that. Bro says you're all chasing algorithms but forgetting to chase human attention. Thank you very much, Bang Oyen, for coming. For those who watched until the end, respect. But if you didn't watch until the end, it means you didn't hear this one either. So who cares? Okay, that's all from us on Quack Quack Talk. Don't forget to be a smart netizen. Don't just consume content, but also digest its content.
Quack Quack Talk, dapat kita buka suara, omong kosong dibongkar tanpa drama.